Good morning, everybody. Last time we have to explain significant figure. Then define significant figure, non-zero significant figure. Now, today I will explain some example of rounding number of two decimal examples. Number one, 5.384 equal to 5.38. In this case, first drop digit is 4. So, this number is round down. Example number 1, I will again revise. 5.384 equal to 5.38. In this case, first drop digit is 4. So, this number is round down number. Second, 5.3851. Here I can drop 5 and 1. So, I can write here 5.39. In this case, first drop digit is a 5. So, round up number. This number is round up number. Then, third example I will take here, 0.0005381 equal to 00. In this case, first drop digit 0. So, this is round down number. So, some example is very interesting example, and generally question arises on your online examination for 1 marks. This is very simple example for you. Then some example of rounding to 3 significant figure, 3. Before we have to explain 2 significant figure. Now here is 3 significant figure, keeping your mind. So this same example I will take here, 5.384. So this answer is 5.38. In this case, first drop digit 4. So this is round down number. Then 53851. So I can write 53900. In this case, this drop digit is a 5. So this is the round up. Then 0.0053851. So I can write 0.00539. In this case, first drop digit is a 5. So this is also a round down number. So in significant figure and in rounding number, the numerical question ask in your examination, that is must ask in your examination, because this topic is very simple and very easy. You have to learn this topic only one time, so you get full mark or you get 1 to 2 marks. Already this topic, this chapter or this unit, first unit and measurement, is only 5 marks according to MSBT. But on this particular topic, significant and rounding number, question must be arises in your examination. So, student, keeping your mind this significant figure and rounding number. Then I will take some numerical problem. So our first problem, find the significant figure of the following. We have to given this whole number, that is 0.43. Then second 4.03 into 10 to the power 8. Third 0.0730. Fourth 6.00. And last 3.720. So this is our first problem, and in this problem or in this value we have to choose the significant figure. So here is 0.043, here is only 2 significant figure. Why it is 2 significant figure? Because these both 0 occurs after decimal point and before non-zero digit. So these both zero are not significant, and therefore in this value 0.043 only two numbers are significant. This is 4 and 3, two significant digit or two significant figure. Then next I will take 4.03 into 10 to the power 8. In the significant figure you have to remove the power from quantity or value. So we have to consider only 4.03, and here is 3 significant figure because the 0 occurs after right side of the decimal point and left side of the non-zero digit. But the 0 occurs in between 4 and 3, and therefore 0 is the significant figure. And in this value 4.03, 3 are significant figure. Then 0.0730, here is both 0 occurs from or occurs before the non-zero digit, that is 7 and 3, and therefore here is also 3 significant figure, that is 730. But these 0.0, these 0 are not significant because the 0 occurs after decimal point and before two significant figure or two non-zero digit, and therefore this both 0 are not significant. Then 6.00, in this case or in this value 3 are significant figure because 6.00, here is 00 coming after the decimal point, and therefore these 2 are significant. So 6.00 in this value 3 significant figure. Then 3.720, in this value 4 significant figure because this 0 occurs after non-zero digit, and therefore we have to consider the 0 is significant figure. So in first problem 0.043, here is two significant figure. 4.03 into 10 to the power 8, here is 3 significant figure. 0.0730, here is also 3 significant figure. 6.00 equal to, here is 3 significant figure. 3.720, here is also 4 significant figure. Second example I will take, the mass of the object is 37.6 plus minus 0.02 gram. Estimate percentage of error in the measurement. Again I revise this problem. The mass of the object is 37.6 plus minus 0.02 gram. Estimate percentage error in the measurement. So first we write the given parameter in the numerical problem. This is average error 0.02 gram and average absolute error 0.02 gram and average error 37.6. So this average error 37.6 and average absolute error 0.02, and we calculate the percentage of error, that is in question mark. So our formula for percentage of error equal to average absolute error into 100 upon average error. What is our formula? Average absolute error upon average error into 100, or in symbolically del x into 100 upon x. So put the value of del x 0.02 into 100 and x, value of x is 37.6. Multiply 0.02 into 100 and divided by 37.6. So our answer 0.053%. Keep in your mind. So here is simple multiplication and division. Those you have to learn in 4th standard to 10th standard. So our percentage of error is 0.053% and this is our answer. So again I revise this. The mass of the object 37.6. So this 37.6 is the average error, and plus minus 0.02 gram is the average absolute error. And estimate, calculate, find percentage error in the measurement. So first we know the formula for percentage of error, and then we have to put all values of this formula and multiply and divide. Very simple or very easy, already you have to know. And then we get the percentage of error. If we given the relative error in the numerical problem and to estimate or to find or to calculate the percentage of error, so our percentage of error formula, when we have to given relative error, so relative error into 100, this is the percentage of error. Relative error into 100 equal to percentage of error. So this formula we have to use in this numerical problem. So student, keeping your mind, percentage of error equal to average absolute error upon average error into 100. Or another formula, when we have to given relative error in the numerical problem, percentage error equal to relative error into 100. Percentage error equal to relative error into 100. This is second formula when we have to give one relative error in the problem. And another formula, percentage of error, when we have to given this type of quantity 37.6 plus minus 0.02. So here is we get average absolute error into 100 upon average error. So this two formula, keeping your mind. So students, my friends, I stop here. But again I will take third numerical problem. A student measured the diameter of the bulb 3 times using vernier caliper. The measurement of 2.35, 2.36 and 2.31 centimeter estimate the error. So this 3 centimeter measurement, 3 measurement centimeter we have to given. So first we have to calculate average diameter and then average absolute error in this way. Add 3 and divided by 3. So 2.34, this is the average diameter. And again this value we have to subtract those given value in the numerical problem. So our average absolute error is 0.02 centimeter. Then percentage of error, same formula we have to use, 0.02 upon 2.34 into 100. So our answer is this, percentage of error 0.85. So student, I stop here. Thank you very much.